Hello there, I'm Kathy. I'm an art teacher and I've created a new drawing video to show you how to draw a snowflake. The tutorial comes from my website, Art Project for Kids, which I hope becomes your favorite place for finding easy step-by-step drawing lessons. Please check out my videos, and if you like them, hit that like and subscribe button that's in the corner. It really does help me make more of these. Now here's how to draw a snowflake that looks a lot like the real thing. This snowflake starts with a line that has an X going through it to make the 6 sections that it needs. Then matching angles go all around the middle and diamond shapes on each tip. It's obviously just one of many ways to draw a snowflake. I like that it's kind of basic but looks fancy at the same time. Here's how you can draw one. The materials that you need for this project are drawing paper, pencil, black marker, and a blue crayon to color your sky. You can also download this free snowflake tutorial from my website. Now before you begin your drawing, I like to remind students that it really helps to first make guides on your paper. Just fold and crease the paper in half in both directions, like I'm doing here, and then open it back up. You'll have lines that match my directions, which really do help. Plus, they completely disappear by the time you're done coloring. Step number 1. To start the basic frame of the snowflake, draw a light vertical line on the center fold about this long. I'm going to draw dark so you can see my lines, but you should try to make your lines light as they need to be erased when you're done. Step number 2. Draw a light X like this with lines that are just as long as your first one. Before going any further, take a moment to check to see that your lines are all about the same length. These are good. Also, check that the spacing at the ends are all about the same size too. If one side is fine and your lines are straight, then the other side will be fine too. Step number 3. The snowflake tips now need to get a big diamond on them. I'm starting with one on top and one on the bottom. Remember, you still need to draw lightly so that these lines can be erased later on. Draw 2 more diamonds. Try to make them the same size. Then add the last 2 diamonds, still drawing lightly and keeping them the same size. Step number 4. Now an angle is added to each section like this. Draw your first one with light pencil lines, and then add 5 more just like that, still pressing very lightly with your pencil so that your lines are easy to erase. Remember, I'm pressing harder so that you can see my lines. Step number 5. Now comes the outlining of the snowflake so that it can be white when we're done. Draw along the outside edge, keeping about a 1/4 inch or so away from the framework of your snowflake. These lines will be traced in a moment, so it's okay to have them a little darker. Step number 6. The inside of your snowflake gets an outline too. Drawing diamond shapes inside will do the job. Step number 7. The last step is to draw the inside of those diamond tips. Luckily, it's easy to do as you just need to draw smaller diamonds inside. Try to keep the space the same, maybe a 1/4 inch or so away from the other line. Step number 8. Okay, this snowflake drawing is done, but it's best to erase all those inside lines so you don't accidentally trace them. I'm erasing the ones inside the angles first. Then I'm erasing the inside vertical line and the inside X lines. And lastly, the center line of all those diamond tips. A good eraser, of course, always makes this job a whole lot easier. Step number 9. Okay, the drawing is done, so this snowflake just needs some tracing. I'm going to use a black marker as I plan to make my sky a dark blue. If you wanted something lighter, you could certainly trace those lines with your blue crayon too. One way or another, it helps to define those snowflake edges just a little bit more by tracing them. To make some snow in the background, start by drawing circles with your blue sky crayon color. Draw lots of them all over, about the size of a pea. Now use your sky blue crayon to color around all of those circles. It helps to color slowly and carefully so those spots stay nice and round and white. Alright, this snowflake drawing is all done. I like how this tutorial helps students learn more about the structure of a snowflake, namely that they always have 6 sides. There's nothing like drawing one yourself to remember that. Thank you for following along with me, and I hope you've enjoyed this snowflake tutorial video. I have more drawing tutorials like this one on my website, Art Projects for Kids, including how to draw a snowman and how to draw a snow globe. I'll see you next time, and I hope you keep on drawing.